Yeah, we've been busy all morning. When we got here this morning, I think we both get in right around 3:30. There were big storms up on the eastern shore. Right now, there's some lulls for some areas, but we are set for heavy rain and potential severe weather. So a lot to talk about. You guys ready to get into it?
We're ready.
Let's do it. Let's go ahead and take weather one. You're going to see today and tomorrow through Thursday evening, we have a weather impact alert. Heavy downpours, gusty winds, isolated tornadoes, all possible. You need to stay weather aware. What are the primary threats? Well, mainly the biggest one, major concern with flooding. All right. We are looking at potentially very heavy rain across parts of the area as we go along. I think, the model's widely calling for 2 to 4 inches, some in excess of 4, even 5 to 6 inches of rain over the next 48 hours. Now, that might be a little bit on the high side, but this is what all of our forecast guidance is pointing to. So we have to take this flood risk very seriously. Isolated tornado, it's not zero. I mean, the chances, it is a little elevated, but it's still relatively minor. It is something we're going to be watching for. Stronger wind gusts, that's a little more likely that we would see a few of those with the strongest storms. We'll call that risk moderate. Fortunately, large hail is not of great concern. We do have a flood watch for the entire 13 News Now viewing area, all of Southeast Virginia, and that extends up through the eastern shore up into Maryland. We have that flood watch. Down across North Carolina, you also are under this flood watch, and that runs through late Thursday. All right, so what's going on? There's a frontal boundary off to the north that's going to come through our area, sagging in, bringing in cooler weather, and then stalling down to the south. You see that little spin down there, that little tropical storm symbol? That's Bertha. We'll have more on Bertha coming up in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you where Bertha is, very close to the Gulf Coast. Batches of storms right now, some down to the south, and then we've got scattered stuff off to the north and out to the west. Nothing severe across the area right now, but with the heavy rain potential, we've got that likelihood, a level 3 of 4, that we could see flash flooding associated with these storms as they develop later today and tonight. And then tomorrow, that area of concern shifts farther to the south. Pretty good chances, though, for that. Now, severe weather, the chances, there is a level 2 threat for that. That's a slight risk. And as we take a closer look, that's up and down the eastern seaboard. For our area, again, level 2, the primary threat will be gusty winds. But you can see there is that kind of first elevated tier for tornadic development. There's some potential there. Large hail should not be a problem for us, maybe up into Maine, as you can see on that graphic. Wind, again, will be the one that we are most concerned with. So that's the way things are looking right now concerning our severe weather potential. I'll give you a little more information. Again, a weather impact alert for the potential for the rain. I want to show you our Futurecast. We're going to jump into that, and let's show you, we'll give you the graph model. And as we take a look at this, just giving you a sense of how much we could see. Again, the graph model showing the showers kind of pushing through, showers and storms, then a break, and then additional showers and storms as we get into the evening, and then that steadier, heavier rain develops overnight and early tomorrow morning. I think Hunter, Forrest, and I are going to be very busy tracking areas of ponding and standing water, some flash flooding or runoff issues. Through the late morning, it shifts farther south, and tomorrow afternoon, I really think it sets up over North Carolina. Now, as far as rainfall goes, look at what the models are projecting. Again, 2 to 4, maybe 4 to 6 inches. That seems super excessive, but that is the potential. The graph model is projecting for Norfolk over 4 inches. So most areas probably in that 2 to 4 inch rainfall, but Franklin and Norfolk could see over 4 inches if the models are correct there. I want to see if I can pull one other thing for you here. We have a 5-model comparison, and again, I think this is really something that catches your eye. If either of you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, but I'll pull up this rainfall projection.
I got friends who want to golf tomorrow. I guess that's safe to say it's a no, right?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to be out there with, saturated ground and heavy rain coming down. I do think later in the day that there'll be breaks from the rain, but that ground is going to be sopping
Soaked.
wet. Yeah. Take a look at 5 different models. The NAM is one of our high resolution models. That's one that's going over 5 inches, 5.6 inches. The graph model is another one that we heavily rely on, 3.8 inches. The Canadian model's going 2.63. That's what you see, the GEM model. That's a Canadian model. The U.S. global model's calling for 2.6, and the Euro's calling for over 4 inches. All those models pointing to a tremendous amount of rain. So just know that there is a good chance we're going to see that. Now, temperatures today are going to be in the low 80s to mid 80s for many areas. We'll get into this. I'll pull up here. And you're going to see that the downtown area could be a bit warmer than that. So as we take a look here, you're going to find, in general, the chances for showers and storms kind of hit and miss as we go along. We'll say mid to upper 80s in downtown, many areas mid 80s. Off to the north, slightly cooler, low 80s on the eastern shore, mid 80s for the peninsula and North Carolina, a little warmer, upper 80s to low 90s. Tonight, the weather impact alert, lows near 71, scattered storms, heavy rain at times, and tomorrow showers and storms, much cooler, the high around 80. There's a 7-day forecast. Temperatures warming up late in the weekend and into early next week. We're back to near normal, right around 90.